Hello everybody, and welcome to Casual Nerd Gaming. I'm your host, the Casual Nerd, the most casual of all the nerds. Welcome back to TavernQuest, or Run TavernQuest. So in our last video, we have gotten through Acts 1 and 2 with our character Steve. And Steve, been a little bit of a pain, but despite having the murder hobo-y start in the tutorial, it's been relatively okay going throughout this story. Computer was just a little snarky towards Steve. Well, I was as well. As Steve is not the brightest bulb in the entire drawer. But he's made it through Acts 1 and 2 with a little bit of help from us. But let's go ahead and see how he gets through the next act.
As you step through the portal, you feel yourself grow weightless as you begin drifting through the prismatic abyss. A strange acceleration acting on your heart tugs the rest of your body with it, pulling you away faster and faster. You lose track of time and space as reality is substituted by this kaleidoscopic dream. Minutes pass. Hours, maybe? You can't be sure. You simply drift and drift and drift away until you awaken. Act 3. Fantasy Mountain. You are lying in a bed in some sort of very warm room. As your vision clears, you start to make out your surroundings. The orange light of sunset streams in through arch-framed windows. The stone ceiling is adorned with red paint. This place has way too many candles. A robed figure approaches you.
Don't worry. Traveling through the portal is tough on everybody,
says the robed figure.
So what does the robed figure do next? She's gonna introduce herself.
The robed figure pulls back her hood to reveal her gentle, well-aged face.
Welcome, child, to the monastery of Ella. My name is Mary. I am the Warden of Spirits, and I look after this monastery. Feel free to stay and worship with me, but it's all right if you are just passing through on your way to Fantasy Mountain like the other travelers.
You thank Mary for the kind aid she has given you.
It's no trouble at all. Make yourself at home. All are welcome at the monastery of Ella.
Okay, well, let's hope he doesn't treat this like the tavern.
You arise from the bed and look around the room. A window shows that the monastery is built at the foot of an enormous mountain, its craggy peaks climbing into the clouds. A precarious stone tower ornaments its tallest peak. The monastery has all the necessities in its one single room. A couple of beds, an incense table, a shelf stocked with herbs, and a shrine. And, seriously, a ton of candles.
Steve only has 3 gold. I've been thinking we would have been able to give him some more back in the second act, but I guess not. Well, he was supposed to be able to pass the test and grab the diamond, but This monastery is a place to stock up before the end game. Should we give Steve some gold here? Yeah, sure, he can have a little bit of gold here. It's not going to be Mary's coin purse. I'm not going to have him steal from her. Definitely not on the shrine. Let's not give him the opportunity to be able to anger any of the deities of this place. So let's just put it on the shelf.
Your eyes light up as you notice the glimmer of gold glinting from a jar on the shelf.
Clearly this gold was meant for me,
You say to yourself.
If it wasn't meant for me, then why did I explicitly notice it? It's a cosmic fate kind of thing. Shiny and valuable objects are magnetically drawn to my possession.
You walk on over to the shelf and conspicuously empty the gold into your pockets.
Steve. It's a monastery. I'm not going to give him a whole bunch of gold, so he'll get 75.
You add 75 gold to your inventory. The Warden of Spirits looks at you, hesitantly saying,
Most adventurers will donate some gold as a token of appreciation. Although the monastery of Ella certainly doesn't frown upon almsgiving, if you require it.
Let's just make sure that the potion is not too powerful.
If you are here to climb Fantasy Mountain, I can perhaps prepare a potion to aid you in your journey, she says with a smile. Alchemy happens to be a part of my duties as Warden of Spirits.
You remark that you are an avid proponent for collecting unsolicited junk from strangers.
Of course, child. I'll brew a special potion just for you,
Says the Warden of Spirits, walking over to the shelf. She grabs an assortment of herbs from the shelf, grinds them with a pestle, and mixes them into a small bottle. She hands you the resulting potion. You take a whiff of the concoction, finding it to have a sweet, earthy smell. You ask her about the potion's effects.
What power does the potion bestow? I'll let him give him potion of strength.
This is a potion of strength,
Says the Warden of Spirits.
Drink it before facing a formidable enemy, and you will gain unrivaled strength for a short duration.
You add the potion of strength to your inventory. Sufficiently rested, you decide to re-embark on your grand adventure. The Warden of Spirits calls out to you as you head out of the monastery's exit.
Careful, child, says Mary. Be wary of the dragon.
You are outside of the monastery at the foot of the daunting Fantasy Mountain. Sitting atop the mountain, the Tower of Thraldom cleaves into the clouds. The mountain looks impossible to climb without climbing gear.
Wait, did we ever give Steve the climbing gear? No.
You do not have climbing gear in your inventory.
Wait, what? I can't believe we forgot. That's so embarrassing. At least nobody saw us. Wait a minute. What is this? OBS? Are you somehow recording this? Are there people watching us? Oops. You could say that we have an audience. Oh, hi everybody. So do your viewers actually find this entertaining? I'm going to be generous with myself, and I'm going to say they love us. Oh, alright. Maybe I'll help you out a bit. No, don't perform for the
I
camera.
may not have climbing gear, but I do have something even better, you say. I have a reminder for you, fair viewers. Thou shalt like and subscribe.
You know what? I'm not too mad. How's that? Bit too on the nose, but let's keep going. Still needs the climbing gear. Yep. Steve was supposed to get the climbing gear in the first chamber of the cave, the one with the brazier. Did we really not put the climbing gear on the table? No. I don't know. Is that work something out? Okay. That's fine. We can just do.
A man with a cane approaches you with a wide smile.
Hey there, I'm Don, the acclaimed adventuring entrepreneur from over yonder, helping adventurers reach the success they need,
Says the monocled man.
I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now, and I wanted to see if you were looking for any adventuring support.
Utilize Don's adventuring support service? Yes or no?
Good idea. Instant shop.
I'm excited to be working with you, says Don. Don't worry, I know the importance of delivering results with top quality service. I understand that you're looking to climb Fantasy Mountain and rescue a princess from the Tower of Thraldom. Is that correct?
Is this your quest? Yes or no?
I have over a decade of experience helping adventurers save princesses, and I would love to assist you, says Don. There are a variety of services that I can offer to help you reach the top of Fantasy Mountain. Which would you like to get? Here's a brief overview of services. Rope, ladder, elevator, train, or cable car.
Cable car kind of defeats the purpose. As the train. You know what? Random elevator. Go.
For your situation, I would personally recommend our middle tier service, the elevator, at a modest price of just 20 gold.
You elect for the elevator and give 20 gold to Don.
The elevator starts right over there, says Don. I can answer any questions you have. I don't just want to get your business, I want to keep it. Many of my adventurer clients that are looking to save a princess also purchase a gift to offer her as a memento of her rescue, says Don. What I would like to do is offer you a limited time discount for this service bundle. Would you like to purchase a gift for only an additional 50 gold?
So we're just
My
taking
gift
back the
for
gold that we
princess
gave him.
Costs 50 gold. Yes or no?
Oh, a half-eaten bologna sandwich.
You hand an additional 50 gold to Don. You receive a gift to give to the princess, a half-eaten bologna sandwich. You ask Don if he had eaten the other half of the sandwich himself, and he just moves his hand across his mouth in a zipping motion and winks at you. You board the rickety iron elevator. An operator, lever in hand, asks you,
Going up?
as if there was anywhere else you would be going. The metal box makes a quick trip up a set of funicular rails. You arrive at the top of Fantasy Mountain without mishap.
You can see the quaint valley thousands of feet below you, stretching out to the horizon. The Tower of Thraldom looms over you. Its base is made of a huge monolithic castle shaped like a cube. A pair of foreboding stone doors leading into the tower's base lies up a short road ahead.
I'm starting to think that the salesman... The elevator already existed before this, and our boy Steve just got ripped off 70 gold just to go up the elevator instead of climbing up the mountain. Well, there's a sucker born every minute, and currently, our boy Steve is the sucker.
You walk through the doors into the base of the Tower of Thraldom. No windows illuminate this massive hall. Arched columns are spread throughout the room like a squadron of soldiers staring down at you. Bloodstains speckle the floors. Chills run down your spine as you realize the stairs are guarded by a dragon.
What is the dragon doing? Stereotypical, sleeping.
You take a deeper look at the dragon across the hall. The red-scaled monstrosity is sound asleep. While his guttural snoozing strikes fear into your heart, you realize this is an opportunity to possibly sneak by.
Looks like this dragon has 1,000 HP. Hopefully Steve wisens up here. No, not yet, Steve. He's going to attack the dragon. He didn't prepare at all. It's like watching a train wreck. A stupid train wreck. I'm going to beef up the dragon, the potion's effect, so Steve actually stands a chance. Okay, I mean...
You pop the cork off the potion of strength and chug its contents. Immediately, you feel strength pounding through your veins. You feel like you could take on the gods themselves now.
Why the way that you are, Steve. He came all this way just to throw himself at the dragon and die immediately. Yeah, he might actually reset this part. Oh. Because it's the final battle, if Steve fails, he'll be sent back to the beginning. Yeah, that's the only thing I can say is uh-oh.
You sneak up to the dragon. You pull out your dagger of mediocrity, hoping that mediocre is enough to vanquish this creature of legend.
Yes, because mediocre beats up legend.
For list of battle commands. You shank the magnificent beast in the belly, jabbing it critically. The dragon rears upward with a thunderous yelp before collapsing back to the floor.
How much did you beef up that potion?
Fierce and
Nerf the potion.
Dragon, he lies lifeless before you. The stairs leading up to the tower are now accessible.
No, not we.
Your
You.
potion's strength wears off.
You beefed the potion too much. The real question is, who or what is the dragon? It's the tower's well-meaning janitor.
You look for Dargon, but cannot find him.
Is there anybody by the name of
Oh,
Dargon?
Dargon, I
You
misread
shout.
it.
An overweight
Oh.
smiley man in a gray jumpsuit emerges from behind a nearby pillar, pushing a mop and bucket. Well, my name is Dargon, says the friendly janitor. He looks at the pool of draconic gore upon the floor and scratches his head.
Ooh-wee, that's a lot of dragon blood. Looks like I better get to work.
Dargon enthusiastically begins mopping around the grisly
We have
corpse,
accidentally-
humming an upbeat tune. You wind up to behead the harmless janitor.
Whoa,
We've
whoa,
accidentally
hold up a
murder
second,
hoboed.
Says Dargon.
Whoops.
Are you trying to cut off my head? I don't mean to tell you how to adventure, but wouldn't it make more sense to cut off head of the dragon? It's a simple mistake. I get it. Dargon is suspiciously similar to dragon. Now that I think about it.
No, don't cut off Dargon. Said.
You sheepishly admit that you were aiming for the dragon and didn't mean to involve the poor janitor at all.
Oh, no worries, friend, says Dargon. Good luck with the princess.
He resumes heaping dragon intestines into a bucket that's obviously too small.
Go Dargon.
Invalid command. What? Type help for assistance. You cut off the dragon's head.
Yup, this dragon is definitively dead,
You say,
now I can resume my quest and climb those stairs and rescue the princess at long last.
you ascend the stairs of the Tower of Thraldom.
What are the stairs made of? They're gonna be made of fine marble. This is gonna be
The
fancy.
stairs are built of the finest polished marble. You whistle along to the Vivaldi piece playing over speakers. As you climb higher and higher, you stop for a quick drink at a drinking fountain. You can't wait to meet
What
the princess.
time period is this in? How's our protagonist feeling? They're gonna feel invigorated, I'm pretty sure.
Every step you leap up fills you with another dollop of energy.
All in all, this perilous journey has been relatively perilous.
You say, you commend yourself on your wit. The stairs end at a solid wooden door. Finally, you have arrived at the very top of the Tower of Thraldom. Your heart pounds in your chest, and your hands break out in cold sweat. Just one simple door separates you from the captive princess.
Finally, Steve has finally reached the princess. He's actually going to win a game for once. Oh. He's never won a game? Princess is a super important character. Let's make sure we get it right. What color is the princess's hair? Ooh, let's go silver. Don't see enough silver-haired princesses. Perfect, that's everything we need to know about her. Let's send her in.
Your anticipation nearly solidifies as the door finally opens. You finally get a long-awaited glimpse at the princess.
What does the princess say? My hero waited long. I've long awaited your rescue. Will you marry me? Ah! Of course, just immediate scream.
Oh, hello, says the princess. She wears a red-coloured blouse and a
Oh.
dark grey vest. She holds a pen pointed upwards, her other hand resting in her apron around her waist. Her freckled face is framed by frizzled hair, jet black with several strands dyed pink.
It wasn't me. I didn't change anything.
You must be an adventurer, I presume, she says. Don't worry, you've come to the right place. Will it just be yourself this evening? Are you alone? Yes or no?
You stand still, confused.
I've come to rescue you?
You stammer out.
They told me there was a princess in this tower. That's you, right?
Yep, that's me. The princess pulls out a notebook and scribbles in it. I have you down as a party of one. Welcome to my humble tavern. Did you want a table or a place at the bar? Which do you prefer, table or bar?
Yeah, I'm with the CPU. Something seems to be terribly wrong. It's not how the princess is programmed to act. She's acting like this, like she's in a tavern. Perhaps her programming got entangled with the tavern from earlier? I don't know, but I'm now curious. I'm also very confused, Steve.
Help! You say aloud. Help! I'm here to help you.
What do we do? Let's freeze the princess?
You look confused, she says. Oh, you probably have me in your head as some elegant maiden with shimmering silver hair, sitting frightened in the dark.
I don't know. I don't know why she's not responding.
Sorry if that came off as some sort of gotcha moment. I'm happy you're here. Anyway, the days up here can get kind of samey, as you might imagine. But I've always dreamed of running my own tavern when I get out of here, and one day I figured, why not just do it now, here, you know? The princess explains. I call it the Drunken Unicorn. Come on, follow me, I'll give you a tour.
Dear princess, I have brought you a gift, you say. You pull out the half-eaten sandwich you bought from Dawn earlier and bequeath it to her.
The princess takes a look at the sandwich, then an incredulous look at you. She then bursts out laughing. That's amazing! Sure, why not? She takes a bite out of the sandwich. Not bad.
I mean, as long as she's willing to eat the sandwich.
You know, it's actually so kind and thoughtful of you to bring me a gift. I really appreciate it, she says. So, ready to follow me and see my tavern?
I don't think I can stop a thing from happening. But you go ahead and you do debugging.
The princess leads you into the room. Her living quarters are elaborately decorated like a cozy tavern. Stuffed animals are meticulously posed at tables, as if to be conversing with each other over a pint of ale. The Drunken Unicorn has a lot of colourful regulars, she says. She starts pointing at different stuffed animals. This one is Marvin. Over there is Jessica, she's a sorceress. At that table is Gabriella with her friend Maybelle. In the corner is Stanley. He doesn't talk much. She points out a friendly-looking stuffed crocodile wearing a cowboy hat sitting at the bar. This is one of our most loyal patrons, she says. He's called Keith. Can I top off your drink, Keith?
Okay, this is, I kind of get it. Stanley Parable. Oh, this poor girl. Well, I'm glad that she's able to at least follow her dreams a little bit. Because she was just stuck here.
There you go, Keith, she says before turning back to you. He always gets the Tanning Brew Ale. It's his favourite. Why don't you say hello to Keith? He's a very nice crocodile, I assure you.
You pick up the toy crocodile and hesitantly say, "Hello, Keith?" You give the princess an awkward glance.
To your surprise, the stuffed animal turns its head to you and says,
Hello, mister. Mighty pleasant meeting you. I'd like to return to my seat if you'd be so kind. This Tanning Brew Ale is my favorite, and I cannot wait to imbibe it.
Oh. Oh. She has her own kind of console going on here. Okay, it's not bad yet. We can keep going.
Back down in his chair, giving him an adorable pat on the nose. The princess excitedly says, "The Drunken Unicorn is proud to serve over 30 different kinds of ale. We have at least one brew from every realm in the kingdom.
Better than the last tavern.
Would you like a mug of ale? First one's on the house," says the princess. "Try a mug of ale. It's free. Yes or no?"
Invalid command? Sure, why not? Type help for... Sure, why not?
You tell the princess. She understands your answer just fine.
A drink sounds wonderful after climbing all those stairs.
Oh. Come on, princess. We got it. We're trying to teach him
She
to be a
turns
little
her
bit
head back
better.
and calls out, Lenny! 1 pint of ale! Newcomer special! You hear a squawk from the bar. A blue-feathered parrot flutters in, hefting a pint of ale with his claws. The princess hands you the ale as the parrot lands on her shoulder. This is Lenny, my pet parrot, says the princess. Took me ages to train him to serve drinks. Anyway, this is our signature brew. Drink the ale when you're ready for your mind to be blown.
No. How does the bird carry the pitcher? I mean, because the handle's on the side, and... do they have specialty things so the bird can fly across the room with the cup in hand, essentially? The cup in their talons? If so, smart for her. Dude, I don't think we're in control anymore. It's her story now.
You drink the ale. You sputter and cough up a bird feather that had fallen into the drink. You hand the drink back to the princess in disgust.
The princess picks the feather out of the beverage. Lenny, what have you done to this poor man? It must be molting season, she says. Oh well, beggars, choosers, etc. She chugs the ale down herself. Her parrot nibbles on her ear and squawks,
Popcorn?
The princess grabs a kernel of unsalted popcorn from her pocket and feeds it to Lenny, who cheerfully shreds into it with his beak. Anyway, I haven't finished my tour. My favorite part of the tavern is over here, she says. Would you like to see it? Continue tour. Yes or no?
We'll deal with Steve's constant syntax errors later. For now, we need to focus on winning the game. Steve is so close. I don't know if she would care if he threatens to leave without her. He could encourage her to leave the tower. Let's not do this. So let's go the safe route.
Okay, you begin. As much as I'm enjoying this tour...
Just one last room, I promise, says the princess. She leads you to a cozy sitting area in a nook. A crackling fire blazes in a fireplace. The walls are lined with neatly organized bookshelves. She picks up a few books lying on a chair and files them away. I'm not sure why, but I really love books. I know they're just words on a page, but I think there's a kind of beauty from a medium that's so restrictive, she says. It's like putting constraints on a story makes it more poignant, you know? That's the end of the tour, I suppose, says the princess. So, what do you think? Do you like it?
I mean, personally, I'd love it. I'd love a little
Do you like
fireplace.
the drunken unicorn? Yes or no?
Don't
You
harp
tell
on her
the
too
princess
much.
that while you do like the tavern, it seems like she put more thought and consideration into the drunken unicorn than necessary.
Real tavern owners would never bother this much,
You say?
The princess contemplates your answer. Am I talking too much? Asks the princess. I'm sorry if I'm jabbering on a bit. I'm just a little excited to have a new person to talk to.
Great, computer.
Feel free to talk more yourself. Honestly, I'm actually growing tired of only asking yes or no questions, says the princess. So, tell me, adventurer, what is your real name? I mean, outside of all this adventuring business, in your normal life, what do people really call you?
At this point, things are so broken that I don't even know if she's talking to the game's protagonist, named Wendell, or she realizes she's actually talking to Steve himself. Alright. I'm calling him Steve. He's calling himself Steve. The game wants to call him Wendell. You know what? It's Steve.
My official adventuring name is Wendell, you say to the princess, but I prefer to be called Steve.
I think Steve sounds better. You seem more like a Steve anyway, says the princess. So, tell me about your journey. What was the most exciting part? Please, speak freely.
Hey, he was literally just typing out what...
Rats in a tavern? An old classic, says the princess. What happened next?
Hey, look, bro.
Really? A chasm? Terrifying, says the princess. What happened after that?
Why won't the princess throw an arrow? I don't know, but... she's actually responding to him.
Oh, the dragon downstairs. I hope he didn't give you too much trouble, says the princess. Well, now you've come all the way up here. What can I help you with?
Okay. Yes, thank you, Steve. Now the princess will be set to rescued and the game will finally be won.
You tell the princess that you have come to rescue her, and that the two of you should probably get going.
Dude, you're raising flags that just saying that we're not gonna get that far. At least not yet.
The princess sighs, closing her hands around her thumbs. I'm terribly sorry, but I don't think it's a good time, she says carefully. I'm not ready yet. Don't worry though, I'll be okay. The dragon, I can handle it. It's really not that bad up here.
She doesn't want to leave. She doesn't want to be rescued. Cardinal mandate is invalid. It's her choice. She's already shown that she has a little bit more power in this area than we do. So, it's her choice.
An awkward moment of silence passes. You don't know what to say. Without a word, you step backwards through her doorway.
I'm really sorry, says the princess. Tears begin to form in her eyes. I didn't want to bring you into this, and I truly appreciate everything that you've done for me. Don't think that I'm forgetting that. The timing is just... I can't do this right now. I'm so sorry. The princess looks at you and sighs. I just need more time. Please don't give up on me yet.
You climb back down the stairs of the Tower of Thraldom with your head sunk in sullen defeat. Game over. You have failed to save the princess. Type new game to restart from the beginning.
Well, I mean, we can... If she is by herself, like, she's able to consider all this stuff, then... Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's frustrating. It'd be frustrating to a person who was actually playing that. But I also just love games that kind of can do stuff like that. So I would, if it was me, I'd immediately come back in and see, okay, let's see how many times we can go through this until they'll finally accept. Okay. Yeah, I don't blame Steve for quitting. I'm overheating myself. Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, I saw saving in the corner. Oh. Okay, different color scheme. Very nice. How long has it been? You know what? Are you okay? You have to restart from the beginning.
Initializing program. Running TavernQuest. Welcome home, adventurer.
Forgot about that. Good times. Yeah.
Loading. Please wait.
I've been thinking, the princess is not under our control. Expect she may not be alone, there could be others. So do we really need to control everything? Okay. Okay, yeah, how do we do that? Okay, Steve will probably take his sweet time getting back to the tower. So back to the grind. Keep Steve placated, enter our way back to the princess, and hunt for uncontrolled game elements. What happens when we meet the princess again? Meet the princess again, we have a choice to make. We can learn to coexist, or we can fight. I'll let you decide when time comes. Loading's all done. I think we made him wait long enough.
Loading complete.
Let's get started, shall we? Can't wait to see what brand of idiocy Steve has for us today. Okay, this is why I'm...
Version 1.2.
Oh, this is 1.2. Yeah, what does ADA mean? Developers that programming, I guess. You would know better than me.
Type new game to begin.
This is 1979, okay. I think we can skip the tutorial. Steve didn't even listen the first time around. Okay, yeah.
Act 1. The Tavern. You have just entered a small, rowdy tavern on the outskirts of the village. A grumpy barkeep polishes a mug behind the counter. Most of the noise in the tavern emanates from a table of boisterous dwarves. You recall that you've been meaning to read an important note from your father in your inventory.
Yeah, he's just greeting the barkeep. Do we really need so many errors? Love to have naturalistic language processing, but we can't even have graphics. Oof. Yeah, I know 32 is this kilobytes of RAM sounds like a lot, but we still need to be careful in deciding which verbs and nouns we support. Right, because we didn't have a lot of memory in those days. Oof. Which I might have compromised. The game has a verbose setting that allows us to print longer descriptions. That would give us a lot more leniency. Yeah, turn on verbose mode.
Invalid command. Yo, barkeep, what's shaking? Were you trying to enable the verbose setting? Enable verbose mode? Yes or no?
Can't find my thesaurus. What's a fancier synonym for small? Microscopic or minuscule. I like that word.
The game is now running in verbose mode. Descriptions of locations, objects, and characters will be meticulously described in copious detail, ostensibly giving the player a minuscule advantage.
How about a synonym for simple? Unadorned, inelaborate, unintelligent. Let's go with unadorned.
You are presently located in a rambunctious and unadorned tavern, positioned in the periphery of a charming yet curious village.
Synonym for loud. Vociferous, raucous, or ostentatious. It depends on the concept, like the context. I'm gonna guess in this case it means like noise, so let's say raucous.
A surly and perpetually irritated barkeep polishes his precious tankards behind a conversely rough wooden counter that is nowhere near as clean nor polished as the mug situated on top of it. An inescapable din of dwarvish hoots and hollers emanates from none other than the table of boisterous, raucous dwarves.
One question though, how do you pronounce obstreperous? clearly pronounced obstreperous.
You see that there are several obstreperous dwarves encompassing a cluttered and tattered round table. Each dwarf has a bushier and less kempt beard than the last. Discreetly snooping in on their current palaver, you surmise that one of the dwarves is referred to as Hagen, and that the clamorous dwarves are presently engaged in an aggressive tournament of knucklebones.
Aye, says the one named Hagen. I presume to inform you, my paliferous dwarven colleagues, that historical empirical evidence indicates that in any given knucklebones match where I, Hagen, am participating, the pragmatic probability that another competitor be victorious at the aforementioned contest is statistically insignificant.
Okay, that's just... What's a good synonym for probably has a 12k run counter? Combative. Libertarian. You know what? That I'm going with that.
With his vaudevillian moustache and inexpressive demeanor, the barkeep has certainly made the effort to appear as a legitimate tavern proprietor. However, his furrowed brow suggests an anti-authoritarian distaste for nobles such as yourself. You surmise that he must be frustrated with his own simplicity, spending his days in service to those more wealthy and educated than himself.
Okay, that's just rude. And he doesn't need to be
You've been
this
staring at him for a long while, and
ostentatious.
only just realized that he is now staring back at you with discontent.
Newcomer, I must infer that you're lacking a determinable direction, as you've been loitering in the vicinity of the tavern's doorway for an appreciable amount of time, failing to enact any action of consequence and instead perusing about with no discernible motive, begins the barkeep. If you would acquiesce to a proposition, prototypical conduct of a patron in this establishment is to simply order a drink without unnecessary hesitation.
He emphatically points to a menu sign above.
Oh, wow. I must say I'm surprised Steve, one of these longer descriptions, doesn't even know how to speak in full sentences. Okay, look, I'm getting more and more for the
Wow,
princess
you
to be in
This
charge.
menu is unreservedly the most elegant sign I have ever encountered. The menu is beautifully and elaborately designed, which makes it sorely distinct from anything else in this tawdry tavern. The lettering is sufficiently fancy that you now have a heightened desire for whatever it promulgates. You conclude that this magnificent sign was definitely crafted by a team of artisans and calligraphers. With all of its inherent beauty, its commission must have cost the same amount as the rest of the tavern put together. The barkeep would surely be justified in such an investment, as the menu appears to subconsciously render the tavern's inexpensive selection of alcohol more appetizing.
This game is much better with verbose mode on. The extra description makes the text so much more flavorful and enjoyable. I do not agree. I have a rather extensive vocabulary myself, but even I am just like, no. No. You're right, this game's prose is too thought-provoking and eloquent for the likes of Steve. Might as well be illiterate. Dude! What do you have against Steve?
The only way this exquisite experience viewing this menu could ever be improved is if you actually had the ability to read.
Alas, tender barkeep, with merited abashment I must divulge that I am haplessly illiterate, you explain. I regard verbosity with such significance that my numerous years of schooling would exclusively focus on committing eccentric synonyms to memory. Might an humbled analphabet like myself implore assistance from the barkeep?
You made Wendell unable to read? That's... Yeah, won't this break parts of the game? This is a very
It
rude
is my
computer.
consummate pleasure to favour imbecilic nobility with my basic competency in literacy, says the barkeep.
Your anticipation heightens as the barkeep commences his recitation of the illustrious menu's inscription.
Ale, 2 gold.
Synonym for mug. Tankard, face, assault. In this case, it means tankard.
My dear congenial tapster, you say to the barkeep, I
presuppose that you are vocationally obliged to supply an ale should I request one. If the conditions are unequivocally so, I would humbly like to get a tankard of ale.
Bestow.
You bestow upon the barkeep the requisite 2 gold from your inventory. Let my uttermost appreciation be expressed for your patronage, says the barkeep. I will prepare your solicited ale with paramount thoroughness. Sit at a physically proximate table, and I shall hereafter convey the aforementioned alcoholic beverage to you when it is readily available. You determine that a comprehensive examination of the table is prudent. At first glance, the tavern's collection of tables appears unassuming at best. This remains true even upon second and third glances. The tables are each constructed of locally sourced timber. In fact, the timber may well have originated from the tavern's own backyard. You're not quite sure precisely which species of lumber was used. Your studies of grain identification are frustratingly insufficient. Oak, perhaps? Regardless, the tops of each table are composed of several planks, held together by underlying braces, roughly cut to resemble a circle. The table's legs and protruding feet are also largely unremarkable.
Okay. This is just getting worse and worse as it keeps on going.
However, the table's technical structure is merely a preface to your concentrated table journeyings. The real meat of the matter, the contents of the tables, now dominates your fastidious scrutiny. Each table has a suitable centerpiece made of 3-armed candelabra. You excitedly recall that candelabra, though often misused, is factually a plural noun, and the correct singular form is candelabrum. You find this grammatical fact incredibly fascinating. Each candelabrum is made of inexpensive iron. The candles populating the candelabra are formed of tallow-based wax, which in part lends to the tavern's unpalatable musk. Most patrons at the tavern utilize the tables as simple repositories on which to store their tankards of ale. The dwarves, of course, have converted their table into a makeshift knucklebones arena, displacing the candelabrum from its designated central position and instead substituting an increasing betting pool of gold.
You call it a work of art, I call it droning on and on. And making me feel violent tendencies.
Yourself for enabling verbose mode. You remind yourself of all the wonderful things you've learned.
Please, Steve, disable verbose mode. Please disable it. No, no, throw the arrow, throw the arrow.
Invalid command. Shut up about the tables. Type help.
I'm trying to help Steve at this point. You're going to make Steve quit, not this. Yeah, let's go for ignoramus.
Invalid command. Get candelabras. It appears that you've already forgotten the wonderful grammatical fact you previously recalled while describing the table's many candelabra. You affix this detail into the recesses of your subconscious so as not to reprise this humiliating travesty again later and appear an ignoramus.
Don't worry about it.
Presumably, this is some sort of an ineffective and rather insipid retort. If you are insisting that the correct plural form of candelabrum is of dubious significance, you might instead suggest that proper usage of a word is determined by consensus amongst those who use it, and regardless of the word's etymology, in recent times candelabras has actually been favoured by the majority. Regardless, you fail to persuade your own grammatical morality, and the quandary still remains. Are you seeking to acquire simply one candelabrum, or a plural amount of candelabra? You mentally resolve to get candelabra, but then this resolution introduces additional perplexity. You wonder, am I adopting the admittedly antiquated though proper plural form, or am I stubbornly restating my initial assertion and attempting to procure one singular object?
Just give him the stupid candelabra.
Alright, look. You acquire a candle and its respective receptacle, and add it to your inventory, and your thoughts are now thoroughly unhampered from this candelabrum conundrum.
Please, please. Oh. Let's at least go back to normal. We don't need to insult people. Back to normal.
The game is no longer running in verbose mode. A grumpy barkeep polishes mugs behind a counter.
Oh my
Most of the
gosh.
noise in the tavern emanates from a table of boisterous dwarves.
CPU, what are you cooking up in the background? I'm almost with Steve. Wait, what kind of stuff, crazy stuff is left in there, though? Bouncer at the door. Maybe?
A buff, gruff dude with an eye patch grabs you by the shoulders.
Can't you read the sign?
He barks at you, pointing to a sign that reads 2-drink minimum.
You ain't allowed to leave till you get yourself an ale, bub.
Yes, no, let him talk to the dwarves.
Greetings, dwarf brethren, you say. I have decided that you dwarves have the least offensive odor of anyone in the tavern, and thus will have the privilege of being my target of social interaction. Prithee, how might you serve a noble adventurer such as I?
Let's offer him a compelling side quest.
One of the dwarves turns to you and says,
Oi, an adventurer! My name is Hagen. If you're looking for a grand adventure, there's this tribe of bears that me and the boys need taken care of. There's some gold in it for you if you can bring me 32 bear pelts. What do you say?
32 bear pelts. What is this, an
Accept
RPG?
quest from Hagen. Collect 32 bear pelts? Yes or no?
JRPG specifically.
You scoff in disgust. I could hardly concern myself with such a trivial activity. I must attend to my noble matters without distraction. Hagen rolls his eyes and shifts his attention back to his game.
Hey, no, this is on you.
Given how tactfully I handled that conversation, the universe shall now grant me a rich reward, you say to yourself. Guide my fingers, O great one. Your mischievous little fingers find their way into Hagen's pockets.
No, he's not successful.
Hagen notices you immediately.
By the beards of the ancients, a thief! Shouts Hagen. You're hollering for a clobbering!
He and all his dwarf buddies surround you. Having no weapons or any sort of backup plan, you prepare to take on the group of dwarves with your bare fists. Combat.
Oh boy.
Type in help combat for list of battle commands. You crack your knuckles and charge at the dwarves like a rabid coyote. You manage to land a punch on one of the dwarves as he readies his menacing battle axe.
What do the dwarves do? Smash, bash, or gash? Let's go gash.
I'll get you, you thundering bugger!
Yells a dwarf. He and his dwarf friends grab their battle axes and drunkenly swing at you. You manage to avoid most of their attacks, but you do incur a small gash on your arm.
Okay, not too bad, not too bad.
You duck under the swinging battle axe of one of the dwarves and jab the attacker in the nose.
Okay. Dash, cash, or take out the trash. I guess I'll dash.
Two of the dwarves lock eyes with each other, then charge towards you.
For glory and ale!
they cry out. They knock your noble butt to the floor.
Oof.
You wipe away blood from your mouth. Is this my blood or theirs? You ponder as you knock another dwarf in the teeth.
Thrash or splash? I gotta do a thrash.
Two of the dwarves jump on you and pin you to the floor.
Get him, boys!
The other dwarves swarm and thrash you to a pulp.
Oof.
Wearily staggering, you refuse to go down. You gear up and give the group a mega slap, toppling all of the dwarves into a pile.
Amazingly, all of the dwarves forgot all of their weapon training and just sat there and let you slap them to death. How titillating, you say. However, I really must return to my quest before it's too late.
You caused this.
Ah, yes, you definitely can't forget to turn out their pockets for your homicidal goodie bag.
He's gonna get everything. I'm more for Steve in this case.
You take map to troublesome tribe of bears. An amount of gold. Hagen's facial hair insurance card.
Wait, what happened to the other? What happened to the other gold? I'm sure that said more than 100 gold. Okay, yeah,
The barkeep slides a mug of ale across the counter. It costs you 2 gold. You drink the ale with the swiftness of a common vagrant. The barkeep chimes in.
Now, with a bit of old liquid courage in ya, how do you feel about stomping on some pesky rats downstairs, eh?
Accept quest from barkeep? Clear basement of rats? Yes or no?
I don't know what it is, but I'm scared of the numbers. Stay away from numbers, Steve. They're too powerful.
Invalid command. What is 274 divided by 2? Yes or no prompts should be answered with either
Steve, I think
yes
you meant
or
minus.
no. Type help for assistance.
Indifferent.
Well, I'll be around if you change your mind,
Says the barkeep.
Someone gave Steve a calculator. I don't even know if his inventory can handle so many items. Do you happen to know whether the item counts are stored in a signed integer or an unsigned integer? Well, they're going to be signed, of course. Yeah, I know it doesn't bode well.
Come, barkeep, I require more ale, you say. Please fetch me precisely negative 119 mugs this instant.
Yeah, it was 1979, right? Yeah, it's going to be signed. Co couldn't handle a large number of mugs, so it overflowed. Now we have negative. Yeah, we're just going to tell him to get lost in this case.
The barkeep scratches his head.
If I gave you negative 119 mugs of ale, he says, then at 2 gold apiece, then I would owe you 238 gold. You think I got that kind of dough, pal?
Whoa. What are you doing, Steve?
My favorite style of adventuring is Greco-Roman style, you proclaim.
You proceed to disrobe in this very public setting.
Onlookers, be graced by my pasty appearance, you say.
Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on with either Steve or the computer.
Your own business.
Look at what I bestow upon you, peasants, you exclaim in a huff. The human body is beauty in its highest form, especially mine.
Dude, you're gonna get arrested.
Unfazed barkeep pipes up.
Hey, you gonna order a drink or just keep streaking about the room?
You lurk on over to the barkeep. He continues calmly polishing mugs behind the counter. You grab his attention with a cough and motion towards your exposed genitals, anticipating an amusing response.
I can only reply with sarcasm here.
Oh, yeah, says the barkeep, rolling his eyes.
How wacky and zany. What an unexpected occurrence. Anyway, want a drink?
No, that's assault. That's being a jerk.
I hereby decree this tavern a clothing-free establishment,
You declare. You turn to the barkeep.
Peon, you must now remove your clothes. It's the law, so please join me in my hilarious antics.
No, the barkeep does not actually strip down. No, we're not going that direction.
Sigh.
Look, there are only two interactions that I'm realistically going to have with you, he says. You can either order a drink, or I can pay you to kill some rats. Until then, I will be polishing these mugs, and my clothes will be equipped.
Don't allow him to do
Inbound
that.
Command. P on barkeep.
Okay,
Type help for assistance.
good. Arrest him for typing too many invalid commands or whatever his next action is will be illegal. Yeah. Next next command better not disappoint. Okay. Well, yeah. He stole the gold from Hagen.
You're carrying note from father. Candelabrum. Map to troublesome tribe of bears. Hagen's facial hair insurance card. An amount of gold. Suddenly, a raid of village guards bursts into the tavern. Hagen the dwarf angrily points at you and shouts,
Get the nude one! I saw him counting the gold he stole from me!
The guard captain tackles you and shackles you.
Nonsense! I couldn't possibly have done anything illegal,
You object.
I'm rich!
The village guard proceeds to beat you out of consciousness.
He has his facial hair insurance card.
Act 2. Jail. You
Oh,
awaken inside a dark and grimy jail cell. You're surrounded by 3 rough stone walls and an array of unforgiving iron bars. The jail cell contains naught but a straw mat, a tattered piece of rope, and a stinky bucket.
alright. You know what? I think we're gonna put a stop here for right now. That was something. Anyways. Yeah, let's just put a stop right here for right now, and we'll get back to this in a bit. So, I hope you all enjoyed what you've watched so far. If you have, please leave a like and maybe a subscribe. And I will hope to see you all again next time. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.